setting up for a jump test, then we can use a bar, or we can use a broomstick or a rod. We can also use a weight belt. In this scenario, we've got the 20 kilo bar, and we're going to just run through some different jump variations. Again, the setup is similar to a squat. We attach on one side of the bar on the inside of a sort of weights column. We're actually going to be cueing the athlete to jump for height. We find that if we cue them to jump for height, it's a natural performance measure that we're used to actually doing. And then later on, when you're looking at the results, you can look at the velocities of the jump, and then you can look at the power outputs. And those are the variables that tend to change with changes in performance. As a coach, you need to take three considerations when doing jump testing. The first one is that they come out and they jump in line with the GymAware power tool. The second one is that they're not jumping and you're getting a lot of trunk flexion, so we don't want to see this. And the third one is we want to watch to make sure that the bar is not being lifted off the shoulders. So there's no bar movement off the shoulders, he wasn't jumping forward or back from the GymAware power tool, and there was no trunk flexion. So the next variation we'll take you through with the jumps is a squat jump repeated or continuous jump. This is probably my least preferred jump, as the athlete tends to get momentum within the jump, and one jump can affect the next repetition. And they tend to actually jump off the spot a bit as well, so we see more variability in the results. So for that reason, I tend to prefer the squat jump counter movement if you're looking for a pure performance measure of fatigue monitoring. So again, you're still cueing the athlete to jump for height. You're looking on the iPad, you're looking at velocity and power. The final variation we'll take you through is a squat jump concentric. And this is where we're trying to isolate the eccentric movement, take that out of the jump, make sure there's no stretch shortening cycle involved, and just look at concentric only jump performance. With this jump, the athlete needs to pause, hold their pause, and not perform any eccentric movement. Set. One more. Okay, so as a coach, we can use the iPad to look at the eccentric movement on the side panel graph here, and we can actually also visually check the athlete to make sure they're not doing any eccentric movement prior to the concentric jump. The other thing we can do is we can bring a range of boxes, hurdles in, or even mats. And if you're going to be focusing on concentric only jumps, then I do recommend that, because it's a good way to control that protocol and prevent any small amplitude counter movement just prior to the concentric takeoff.